Hello everyone and welcome back. I am Dr. Duck. Dr. Duck. God damn. Try to do something fancy and just man. What are we doing? Oh, that's right, the second episode of this game. And what is this game called? This game is called this this magical girl is a bitch. We're only gonna use the basic of cuss words in this channel. Nothing too intense. No basic F's and B's. We stopped at this. Oh, well, I stopped at this. Which means I guess you guys stopped at this as well. That last thought faded away as Tabby noticed Calem had a gremlin of his own on his shoulder. Unlike Strength, Calem's pixie companion had a quieter energy. Very, suspicious. Look at his face. He stared at Tabby with critical and sleepy eyes. Sleepy eyes isn't the right word.
Looks like there was a lot of destruction.
Oh, dude's talking about the fucking... I don't think sleepy eyes is the right word for it either.
Indeed. And yet our prize seems to have gotten away.
Who are you again?
I am Calem. We spoke earlier this morrow.
There's voice synced. It's about fancy, talking about this tomorrow.
Why does he talk like that? Did he always talk like that?
You know, I wish I could tell you, Tabby, but I honestly don't remember. No, he did not. I know for sure he did not. I don't remember it well, but I remember it was not like that.
No, not you. That. The little guy.
Oh.
The name's Magician.
Magician Dread? No. It's blue.
And you are Tabitha.
Hold on. Why does everyone know my name? My full name?
Calem spoke again, pushing his glasses higher up on the bridge of his nose.
You have my apologies. It would seem as though my plans have slightly... what's the word? Misfired.
Dude's giving me Aizen vibes. I mean, look at him. But he doesn't even need those glasses. They're gonna lie just like Aizen.
Misfired? Misfired? That's more than a misfire, you weirdo! You sicked that crazy monster on me?
The answer to that is ambiguous. Yes and no. Both can be, and indeed are, true.
Can you cut the crap? Explain yourself! And use words under 4 syllables, damn it!
My intentions all along have been to get that horrible bully in detention. He's a menace. An annoying, terrible menace. Like a cicada in an otherwise perfectly brewed cup of coffee.
Calem's tirade came to a sudden halt as Magician wordlessly tugged on his collar. In response, the boy tilted his head to listen as the pixie whispered something into his ear.
What's that? The metaphor makes no sense?
Magician nodded.
Like a cicada in a screened door. All he does is make a racket without any care of who he's scaring.
He stopped for a moment, seeking the pixie's approval. What? Just look at him like, is that to your satisfaction? When Magician nodded again, Calem took it as permission to continue.
As you can see, I'm also a friend of Pixie's. My most powerful ally is Magician, the Pixie of Manipulate.
I clicked it right on time. Magician gave Calem's collar a sharp tug.
A magical influence. I can stack any situation in my favor, with the extra power to trigger transformations, often of an unpleasant kind. The assignment was clear from the start. Get Eden to fight the teacher, or wet himself trying. Get Eden sent to detention, ruin Eden's reputation, book a vacation to celebrate, I don't know.
What? Isn't he still just a kid? With each word that left Calem's mouth, Strink's round little face twisted into an increasingly worried frown.
If that was your master plan, you failed, Four Eyes! You got me in hot water instead! Your stupid scheme was super convoluted. You think a big Dumbo like Eden could have survived those teeth long enough to get detention? Even if you wanted to terrify him, you didn't have to deadlock the door. I could have been killed!
The door? But that's never happened before. Our power doesn't work on inanimate objects.
I told you it was a terrible plan, Calem. You should have listened to me.
Calem frowned, clearing his throat.
Ahem. I didn't mean for you to get involved, of course, but you were never in any real harm. I would have stepped in. You understand? Had your powers not kicked in. Everything was still within my calculations. And for your sake, we had to keep the monster contained. It would have been a disaster if the beast rampaged through the school. You might have been blamed for some kind of horrible witchcraft.
So, you were just looking out for me?
Exactly. You think I would have just abandoned you in your time of need?
Yes.
Of course not. I had to play my cards right for our sake. Which unfortunately involves subjecting you to close proximity with that orange-haired wretch. But he was almost in our grasp. Look how close we got.
Indeed. Imagine what the two of you could achieve together, fully powered up.
Yes, the heights we could reach, the punishment we could inflict.
Or we don't think about that. I'm a big fan of talking things out instead.
Your execution was patchy at best, but I can agree that it would have been pretty entertaining to see that guy suffer for once.
Yes, I knew you would understand. Only we can bring that candy-gobbling fool to his knees.
So, what did Eden do to you?
What didn't that bully do? He got up to every bit of mischief in the book. I wouldn't be surprised if he'd commit arson on my house, if given the chance. I swear, it was that bad.
I kind of feel like it's something petty. I feel like it wasn't that bad. Yes, finally someone else who understood what she had been through. Again, Tabitha just has the wrong perspective on herself.
Right? He's always getting up to something. It's so frustrating.
It's always like this. He starts the fight and then kicks you while you're down.
Tabby nodded, eyes glistening with vindication.
Things are different now, though. Even a wounded dog will bite. And anyone who would kick a poor, innocent, bone-loving puppy should expect the gnawing of teeth. The teeth of vengeance.
Alright, Batman.
So what you're saying is, technically, we're not the ones in the wrong here. Eden is an annoying prick. So when I argued with Eden, it was probably his fault.
Huh?
glad Strength is on the same page as us.
Yes.
In that case, What I really need to do is to use my powers to purge evil.
Yes.
Look at that figures. That's some Aizen. He's planning something. Lying.
Like you said, there's nothing more evil than tormenting an already tortured soul.
Tabby grinned, gleefully coming to her conclusion.
So if Eden is evil, then I can blast him!
Yes.
No! Are you crazy, Tabby? You're not gonna blast some random kid!
He's not just some random kid, Strength. He's my rival. He's demented and cruel. Just look at him. Who knows what kind of fucked up and wicked plans are brewing under those cheap, box-dyed highlights. He's asking for a blasting.
If you blast him, you'll go to magic jail!
He's asking for a highly legal and purely metaphorical blasting.
Well, as fun as it would be to vaporize every annoying person on Earth, there are other ways to get revenge on them.
Fun? Wait, revenge?
What's wrong with some healthy spite, Strength? You look like someone pissed in your cereal.
Tabby, we can't be talking about the same stuff here. Vanquishing evil is cool, but you're getting it all wrong. Evil isn't just whatever you don't like.
Well, it seems you're being outvoted at the moment. None of us like it.
Besides, vengeance is the strongest emotion there is.
Yeah, just ask Batman. With his... That was the Batman from, the guy with, played as Edward from Twilight. Not my Batman. My Batman's all about justice. Justice.
Real strength happens when you want to move heaven and earth for a just cause, right?
And our cause is most certainly just.
Look at him. He's just planning something.
An 8th grade boy.
An 8th grade boy!
The next day. It was a dark and stormy Tuesday. As thick clouds gathered overhead, the air inside Middling Middle School was charged with the fervent whisper of students spreading the latest news.
Did you hear?
Oh, nothing. That's crazy.
That's what I heard too. All that effort.
Pumpkins are all ready to go in the multi-purpose room. Oh, my back.
Today is Tuesday.
Sad PA guy.
That's right! It's Tuesday, mascots! Today is the second day of Halloween Spirit Week, and you know what that means. Yes. The judges will be around soon to check out all of your great work. So get those finishing touches in as soon as you can. Or don't.
It'd be great. In my head, I'm just thinking it's just one PA guy. Bro is switching personalities from joyful to sad.
But don't worry if you don't win today. Tomorrow we'll be hosting more spooky activities for all mascots to enjoy. And now, sports.
That's so funny, bro.
The volleyball team! Yay, volleyball! Has an away.
Tabby tuned out the rest of the announcement. Despite her bravado yesterday, she felt a sense of dread about entering her homeroom classroom. The gnawing ache in her gut at the thought of having to interact with her classmates wasn't anything new. but this was a weird feeling to be having in a light of recent events.
I'm all powerful now. Why should I be afraid of what other people think?
Strength popped out from inside Tabby's hood, shaking his head vigorously.
No, you should be worried. That feeling, it's coming from a place of...
Weakness.
Sure.
I was going to say guilt.
Strength climbed gingerly onto Tabby's shoulder.
Listen to me, Tabby. It's not weak to feel bad because you messed something up. Even if it wasn't your fault, but you also shouldn't brush everything off like nothing happened. You did cause some damage, right?
Yes. Exactly.
What? You're agreeing with me? I mean, that's great.
Strength took a closer look at Tabby's eerily calm expression and rubbed his hands together uneasily.
What exactly is it you're agreeing with? You said it wasn't my fault, and it wasn't, so I shouldn't feel bad.
My God. Oh, man. It's sad. Most of us has had some interaction with people like this, where it's just like you say one thing, you don't say one thing, you say a series of things, right? And they only take the dumbest parts out of everything that you said. When it's like that's like the part you shouldn't have taken. You know, you should have taken maybe the part where it's like, oh, I don't know, maybe it is your fault a little bit, you know? But nah. And so those people are just so frustrating, you know? I've been in a situation where it's like I just want to smack the shit out of them.
That's all you got out of that, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess what you're saying isn't entirely wrong. But Tabs, maybe, just maybe, with great power...
No. Abby twirled one of her braids absent-mindedly around her fingers.
With great power, I can finally even the odds.
No.
All my life, I've been in the lowest part of the food chain. Easy prey. It's not nice to prey on the weak, is it, Strength?
No?
Tabby nodded sagely.
Like Calem said, I have vengeance to execute, evil to purge, on behalf of us weak victims everywhere. So I'm not going to waste time thinking about anyone's feelings, just like they never thought about mine.
As Strength struggled to turn the moment into a learning opportunity, Tabby strode into class, head held uncharacteristically high. We're with you, Strength, we with you. She froze in the doorway, shocked by the interior of the classroom. Did she think it was just gonna get fixed on its own?
What?
Tabby expected everyone to turn at her entrance and start whispering about her. Instead, her classmates barely registered her presence or her outburst. And more bizarrely, the destruction left in the wake of her unexpected battle yesterday.
It's all fixed?
Oh, wait.
Fixed is a strong word.
The decorations had been painstakingly taped back together, some covered in a new layer of paint and glitter to hide the tears and cracks. A pile of broken tables and chairs were haphazardly set off to the ground, and some students were sitting on the ground. Oh, they just made it part of the decorations. Pretty smart. Tabby rounded on Strength, a commendable achievement considering the pixie had been clinging to her shoulder.
Did you do this?
Hey, don't look at me. I was in your backpack all night. It smelled like pencil shavings and old sandwiches. Don't know how I managed to rest in there.
If you didn't do it, then who?
A fellow classmate stared wide-eyed at Tabby, who appeared to be raving at nothing.
Hi, Tabby? Is everything okay?
Who fixed the... Everything is...
Oh, back to normal, right? Yeah, when we got here this morning, everything had been all patched up.
The other student gave Tabby a careful look.
You know, at first we thought maybe you'd be the one to do it, but
They gestured at a figure sitting in an odd, face-down position, a dark mop of black hair and orange-streaked hair sprawled across the desk.
he's been half asleep all morning, and then we were like, of course.
Of course, it had to be Eden.
Of course it had been Eden. Getting on their good side, making me seem like a bad guy.
You don't seem like a bad guy, Tabby. You're just... I mean, could have cleaned up the classroom. Strength cautiously poked his head out from Tabby's hood, making sure to steer clear from the view of the other students. Why is Strength hiding when Magician wasn't hiding? Is everyone else able to see them? Or just people with the same abilities? I think Stance, is this a JoJo reference?
Tabby, hey, stay calm. I know what you're thinking.
Staying behind without warning to fix everything so they would think it was me, and then think I wasn't that nice.
Hey, Eden, you awake, bro? Class is about to start in a few minutes.
The other students gently patted Eden on the back and he sat up with a jolt, starting more than a few of them.
Oh, thanks. Hey, I heard you were the one who patched all of our decorations, Eden.
Eden gave the curious onlookers a sleepy, lopsided half smile, but didn't confirm their suspicions. He really didn't have to. His fingers were still slightly crusted in orange paint and a solid layer of glitter. Tabby heard a gentle pounding in the distance like a war drum coming from a long way off. It took her a moment to realize it was the pounding of her own heart, slowly growing louder in the ears.
Yeah, thanks, Eden. You're our hero. Let me buy you a cookie at lunch. You've earned it.
Me too. Or like a soda or something. You work so hard.
Nah, I'm all set on sweets.
He gave a good-natured pat to the jack-o'-lantern lunchbox sitting by his backpack.
Oh, right. Forgot candy is like your thing.
So cool that you don't have cavities. I wish I had your teeth.
Party brushes. Eden flashed him an award-winning pearly smile. To Tabby, it felt disingenuous at best, insidious at worst. Like he was mocking her with how well he got along with everyone else. The pounding shifted into a distant roar in her ears, almost drowning out the nervous muttering of her classmates.
Lucky he got to it, right? Otherwise, we'd have to scramble at the last minute. Or, I don't know. Some people were gonna ask you if you weren't too busy to help out, too.
I bet they were relieved I didn't do it.
Sorry, what was that?
No, Tabby, come on. Nobody is saying that.
They don't have to say it. I know. Just leave me alone.
Oh, okay.
I bet they were relieved they wouldn't have to buy gross little Tabby a cookie.
What? That's called jumping to conclusions. Tabby trudged dutifully to her spot at the back of the room, placing her backpack on one of the few undamaged desks.
Should have had Tabby help, probably. I'm sure she wouldn't have minded. At least, I don't think she would have. I don't know anymore, honestly.
Eden laughed aloud, oblivious to Tabby's darkening brow.
Wait, no, you're right. Without Tabby's help, nothing would have looked this horrifying. I bet she could have made it even worse.
Tabby froze her hand, reached for the wand stashed in her pocket.
Oh, Tabby, bad! Maybe he didn't word it right, but he probably didn't mean it that way. And if he did, well, forgiveness is commendable. It takes the most strength.
Letting someone get away with lies is not being strong.
Alright, settle down, class. Let's take roll real fast before the judges get here and I release you all into the cafeteria for the start of our special Halloween activities. I'm sure you're all just as excited as I am to leave this whole mess behind us and move on to the pumpkin carving contest. It's not like giving knives to children can make things any worse.
Hey, Mr. Teacher? I know you probably can't see too well with all those bandages, but Eden did us all a solid.
Not up to date with the youth slang, but I take it to mean that he did something possibly good? I hope?
Yeah, he fixed all the stuff that Tabby broke. Sorry, Tabby. I know you said you didn't do it on purpose, but everything was still broken.
Tabby raised her hand faster than she had ever done so before. She didn't even wait to be caught on speaking boldly out of turn.
Can I use the bathroom?
Is that Tabby? Yes, sure. Tabby, right. Let me just mark you down as present and...
Tabby didn't wait for her teacher to continue peering at the roll sheet through his bandages before she left the room.
You're turning into a real delinquent, Tabby.
I'm not the delinquent. Eden is. He's a bully and a manipulator. He has them all eating out of the palm of his hand still, like he's got candy for hands.
That is a horrific thing to imagine.
Well, imagine worse, because that's what Eden is.
He's just an 8th grader, just like you.
Yes, exactly. Evil starts so young.
You're so right, yet so wrong.
Strength let out a wheezy sigh as Tabby walked straight past the bathrooms.
Wait, aren't we going to the bathroom?
What, together?
I don't know.
From the other classroom, students began trickling out of the doors, heading out and chattering hordes towards the cafeteria.
I wasn't ever going to the bathroom. I was lying, obviously. I'm going to put Eden back in his place right now. He won't beat me at my own game.
I don't think he's trying to beat you at anything.
Well, he can't. Eden doesn't have any powers. It was stupid of them to think he could ever fix anything. If they want a hero, I'll show them what a real hero looks like.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Don't look if you're so scared. Real strength is doing things other people are too afraid to do.
Yeah?
I have a really, really bad feeling about this.
Tabby snuck into the multipurpose room, eyes alighting on the dark oblong shape scattered evenly across the unit floor.
I'm going to guarantee us a victory. Then they'll see. They'll all see.
Tabby, why are you picking up those pumpkins? Where are you taking them? This isn't our classroom. Tabby, no!
No way, we got it. No way you gave us a title screen card like they do in animes. It was a dark and even stormier Wednesday. Like the thundering clouds rolling overhead, the atmosphere at Middle School was charged with confusion and concern.
Happy Wednesday, everyone! We're at the halfway point of Spirit Week, but we're not slowing down just yet. For today's big event, we have our Jackal! Oh? No way. Really? No, I didn't hear about that before now. When did we get the memo? Today is Wednesday. That's right, mascots! Stay safe and stay spooky!
As soon as the announcement ended, the hallway rustled with all sorts of speculative susurrations.
That was weird, right?
Yeah, but the teachers have been acting weird since yesterday.
I noticed that too. Why did they refuse to tell us who won the decoration contest? And it was so weird when we suddenly switched to carving apples instead of pumpkins without any explanation.
Yeah! And then they were like, no knives, actually. Like, make up your mind. Yeesh. I was tempted to just use my teeth at that point.
Maybe it's a good thing we weren't doing pumpkins then?
Abby found it hard to keep her usual scowl up in the face of everyone's uneasy energy.
Strength! Strength, wake up!
Tabby reached into her backpack, shaking her pencil case until Strength clambered out of it.
What's happening?
Something's wrong. It should have been obvious by now that we won. People should be thanking me for a job well done. What's taking them so long to announce it?
I could think of a few reasons.
Like,
Maybe they're just waiting to announce their, findings when class starts.
huh, I guess that makes sense. Well, I can't wait. Everybody's gonna be so pumped when they hear we crushed the competition. I couldn't have done it without you, Strength.
You sure couldn't have. Listen, Tabby, I'm glad to see you're so happy for once, but I think you're gonna have to brace yourself.
For what?
For everyone's reactions to go differently than you're expecting. I don't think you should be down in the dumps, but...
But nothing. Don't overthink it, Strength. They'll all be thanking me. I guarantee it.
Abby zipped up her backpack, leaving only a strength-sized peephole through which he could watch her predictions unfold. Yeah, sure. Tab continued down the hall, apprehension replaced with jaunty confidence. As she approached her locker, however,
Oh, are you kidding me?
she could barely see her locker past the students who had gathered around it.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
It was like they couldn't even hear her. Tabby rolled up her sleeve and pushed past her classmates. She managed to breach the dense ring of people, but groaned when she spotted the reason for the crowd. Eden stood by his locker, holding court. His adoring fans spilled out in front of her without any thought of how she was supposed to retrieve her stuff. In fact, he probably told them to stand there just to annoy her.
What's going on?
Oh, morning, Tabby! Eden's showing us the prototypes for his Halloween costume!
That's not what a prototype means, Tonathan. And if it did, these ones would fail a few standards.
I think they're pretty good though.
Yeah, Eden. I would totally wear some of these.
Calem's right though. They're more like rejects.
Tabby leaned in to get a better look, her annoyance just barely overpowered by curiosity. Her eyes widened.
Hey, isn't that...
Tabby hid her backpack to keep Strength quiet. The sketches were crude
And ugly and stupid.
The designs, however, were immediately and uncomfortably familiar. Tabby tried to quell the rising panic in her body.
There's no way Eden saw me yesterday. That's impossible. That's what I was thinking. How long did it take you to come up with all of these, Eden?
I started coming up with ideas after last Halloween, but I didn't start on prototypes. Mock-ups until a few months ago. Oh, but then I ended up having a way scarier idea.
Yeah, these aren't scary at all. They give off super silly vibes, especially this red one. It looks like a clown dipped in fruit punch.
Tabby's cheeks flushed with embarrassment as her other classmates nodded in agreement.
Do I look like a clown dipped in fruit punch?
I agree. Those colors are comically hideous when paired together. I can see why you changed your concept to something with more panache.
Yeah. They're super goofy. And Is that a leotard? That's so lame.
Hey!
Tabby whacked her backpack again.
Right? And uncomfortable too. I scrapped these for a reason, but I don't know. I'm still kind of proud of them. Maybe I'll repurpose them for something else instead.
His musings were cut off when the bell rang.
Shoot! Time to go!
Eden shut his sketchbook with a loud thwomp.
Oh man.
The crowd of students began to disperse.
Aren't you gonna get your books?
Oh, yeah.
Tabby opened her locker and rifled through it distractedly. It was a weird enough morning without the added shock of seeing Eden's drawing.
That was just a coincidence, right?
Hey, class?
Tabby's classmates settled into their seats, chattering animatedly, even as her teacher cleared his throat a few times.
My sister is obsessed with that one cheesy movie, Tender Loving Ghosty Ball, or whatever it's called. Why can't she give a good old classic slasher a chance?
Isn't she like 7?
Hey. I watch slashers around pretty early age. They were pretty good. I loved them. Like Nightmare on Elm Street. Oh man, I loved them. I mean, for the time. I mean, now it's like corny CGI type of stuff.
Class?
I wish they remade the Nightmare on Elm Street films, but not change much of anything. Just like keep the dialogues and the scenes pretty much the same. Just updating, special effects and CGI and whatnot. That's really about it. That's really all they have to do for most of the old movies.
I try to hype her up to watch Too Cursed Too Curious 4 with me, but she just cries until I put in Tender Lovin' Who You Gonna Call. So then I end up watching it over and over.
Ugh, you know what's really scary? Tooth decay documentaries. My parents make me watch them every year once August hits.
There's more than one documentary on teeth?
Oh yeah. Probably. Mr. Teacher cleared his throat a third time.
Hey guys, shut up!
Thank you, Eden.
Ugh, there he goes again, gaining brownie points.
Class, I have some bad news.
The students fell silent at Mr. Teacher's ominous tone.
The pumpkin carving contest has been canceled.
Didn't they announce that already?
Yeah, but I thought we were just gonna do it today instead.
You don't think no pumpkins at all?
Oh my god, that one sounds like they're about to freak out.
That's exactly right, Den. The jack-o'-lantern contest will not be happening this year.
Oh, I practiced carving incisors for nothing?
What are we doing instead?
Unfortunately, there will not be a replacement activity. Especially not for our class.
What? Why not?
Sometime yesterday, someone, or more likely multiple people, went on a rampage and destroyed the decorations in each homeroom right before the judges got there. Every single homeroom was covered in pulverized pumpkin pieces, except for ours. I know you're all good kids at heart, and we never know what someone might be going through, but whoever did this is clearly in need of some guidance counseling. Additionally, until we find the culprit, our class won't be able to participate in any of the other Spirit Week activities.
Oh, someone rotten is ruining everything for the clean and well-flossed teeth.
Yeah, that's not fair! Collective punishment is illegal!
Everyone, calm down.
Yeah, chill out!
I would like to get to the bottom of this, as I'm sure all of you do. If anyone knows anything about what happened, please come talk to me in private.
No. This wasn't supposed to happen. I just wanted to help.
Frank whispered to Tabby from inside her backpack.
Tabby, you have to say something. Now's your chance.
What?
Well, it's never too late to right your wrongs, even if you need an extra push.
Strength took a deep breath and did his best Tabby impression.
I have something to say.
The entire class whipped their heads around to stare at Tabby, so they can hear Strength, which means they probably could see him as well. I guess they're not stands. Whatever. JoJo reference would have been better.
Strength, you asshole!
What was that, Tabby?
Tabby wanted to share something, I think.
Tabby was too panicked to glare daggers at Eden.
You can do it, Tabby! Be strong!
Tabby?
Tabby ground her teeth together. Her face felt hot with everyone's eyes on her.
What am I even supposed to say now?
Blame Eden, blame someone random, blame Mr. Teacher, blame Strength, own up. If you blame Strength, how would that work? I have this magical little fucking elf floating around me. Blaming Eden seems something Tabby would definitely do. Own up is the right choice. So real quick, we're gonna do a quick save because I want to know what happens if we own up to it. I was gonna go back and just blame Eden because that's like something Tabby's most likely gonna do.
Let's say the culprit was me. If you need someone to blame, I mean. I did it so that we would win. We deserve to win!
This is serious, Tabby.
Of course nobody believes anything I say. If you don't believe me, fine, whatever. Just don't cancel Halloween. It's not fair.
Tabby is obviously just taking the blame, so we don't have to miss out on the fun. We can say it was me. Don't cancel Halloween.
It was me.
It was me!
No.
It was me!
Alright,
Spartacus
settle
reference
down.
achieved. Oh yeah. Alright, we're gonna stick with this choice.
I can't pretend that wasn't a moving display. Of course, I love Halloween as much as everyone else. It gives me no joy to keep you from participating in the Spirit Week activities. But we have to take this pumpkin smashing incident seriously. I'll say it again. If anyone knows something, really knows something, come talk to me after class. In the meantime, I'll speak with the other teachers and see if there's a little wiggle room regarding our Spirit Week participation. Calem, you're in charge. I'll be right back.
Well played, Tabby.
That was inspiring.
Yeah, I've got chills.
You should be a public speaker or something.
How nervous she gets? Nah.
You should be president!
Maybe I'll dress up as Tabby for Halloween next year. That'll give everybody goosebumps for sure.
The real criminal is still out there. Maybe it's even someone we know and love.
Oh, should I dress up as this mystery pumpkin pulverizer instead?
What would that even look like?
After some time, Mr. Teacher returned and all the students scrambled back to their seats.
Well, kids, you're not off the hook yet, but we did come up with a compromise.
All the students leaned forward in their seats with anticipation.
The pumpkin competition is still canceled, but the rest of Spirit Week is not. In the meantime, we're sending letters to your parents explaining what happened. And we will give the culprit until the end of Spirit Week to own up.
Mr. Teacher paused and looked around the room meaningfully.
However, if no one comes forward, well, we haven't decided yet between detention or some sort of volunteer activity to make up for it. But, all right, settle down. As I was saying, a decision has not been made yet, but everyone will have to participate. Now, as you can imagine, the other homerooms were pretty bummed about what happened. To make it up to them, the teachers have decided to send everyone on an impromptu field trip, excluding us, of course. But I worked some Halloween magic, and if we agree to be on our best behavior from here on out, they've agreed to let us join them. Can I trust that you won't cause any trouble on this trip?
The students nodded vigorously.
All right. Don't let me down, kids. You won't be needing your backpacks, so you can leave them here and we'll lock the classroom up. And make sure you don't bring anything you wouldn't want to lose. Your emergency permission slips only cover so many liabilities.
Mr. Teacher, you haven't told us where we're going.
Can anyone guess? It's somewhere spooky. And, just around the block.
A haunted house.
I love spooky.
No way! Is it the Madlock?
Madlock Mansion of Horrors! Exactly right, Eden.
I'm sorry, why does that sound familiar to me? Let me search this up real quick, and if I find it, I'll edit into it. I'll edit it into the video. I was drinking coffee, so I had a big cup right in front of me. It's like a big, not bowl cup. I guess you could say it's a bowl cup. I don't know. A cup, pretty big cup. Matlock. There's a haunted house with a similar name to that. Let me just see here. Matlock Manor? Might have been Matlock Manor. Well, if the game shows us something like it, then I'll it's probably it is what I just looked up.
Nothing like a local historical site turned tourist attraction to keep your mind off the real horrors of life. Okay, off you go. Lockers, bathroom, drinking fountain. We'll take roll at the front door in 10 minutes.
Despite the gloomy weather, the middle schoolers were in high spirits as they walked to their final destination. I had to say it like that. I mean, those two words put together, come on. Final destination? Man. The local haunted house known as Madlock Mansion. Yeah, it might be a reference to Matlock Manor. I believe that's what it's called. Shoot. Let me look. Yeah, it might be a reference to Matlock Manor. This looks like a good image of that, so I will. Let me just save it real quick. Perfect. Tabby heard her classmates whispering about the prankster in their midst as they walked.
Holy crap! It felt kinda good getting everyone to rally up for me. And technically, I didn't lie. Having everybody's support has its advantages. I just gotta figure out how to do that again and use it against Eden.
Keep up, kids. We want to make sure you get a chance to experience the whole mansion.
From behind, Tabby started hearing strange exclamations from her classmates.
Whoa, Eden! You look sick! When did you put that on?
Looking good, Eden. I was wondering where you were.
Thank you.
Tabby turned her head before she even realized what she was doing. Bobbing through the crowd of the middle schoolers was a gas mask with orange lenses framed by a mane of orange hair. That's
Oops. Sorry.
pretty
Pardon me.
sick. That's pretty sick.
Oh, wow.
Eden's full outfit came into view and Tabby recoiled. It was so orange. As he jogged closer, his heavy rubber boots splashed puddle water everywhere.
Sorry. Coming through.
Tabby turned and started walking faster. From the splashing noises, Tabby knew that Eden would catch up in no time. Even so, she power walked until she was at the front of the crowd and her shins hurt.
Hiya, Tabs! What do you think? I was just waiting for the perfect time to show this off.
Go tell somebody who cares.
Oh, that is a very cool look, Eden. I should have brought my costume. But that would have spoiled the surprise before the dance.
I thought I could wait too, but I got overexcited.
Tabby deliberately slowed down again, so slow that the rest of the students passed her by. She bent down to tie her shoelace several times.
Let's talk revenge.
Ugh, you Aizen son of a...
Don't do that to me.
Tabby stood up and gave Calem a hard look.
Ahem. I said, let's talk revenge.
No! You need to go away!
Aren't you tired of him yet?
Sure am.
Damn.
Magician, do your thing.
You and I should have a chat over there.
Nope, I'm quite alright here.
Magician put both hands on Shrink's shoulder.
Hey, wait!
Let's try this again. I've got a new plan to get Eden in detention.
Detention? That's all you got?
With some extra calculated moves, he might even be expelled.
You're thinking too small. Let's get him arrested. That messed up Mr. Teacher Monster thing you did, I need you to do it again. On Eden! Then, when he goes all teeth and claws on the other people in the haunted house, they'll have to call the cops!
I see your vision. In that case, I'll need you to cozy up to Eden.
Gross.
Revenge requires sacrifice.
Fine. It'll all be worth it to see his stupid face when they cuff him.
You will need to lure him to the optimal spot for maximum damage. The middle of the mansion will do. Once we rendezvous there, we'll stab him in the back, exactly when he's least expecting it.
Calem saw Tabby's eyes glisten with excitement.
Not literally. He just needs to be emotionally fragile for my magic to work. The more broken, the better. Of course, for the betrayal to be most effective, you must keep his spirits up until we have our tete-a-tete. And then, well, trust me, he'll be arrested all right.
Yes!
Magician flew back over with a pixie-shaped bundle of duct tape, which he delivered straight through Tabby's
To
pocket.
keep you from getting distracted.
Pixies don't need to breathe, right?
No.
Oh, perfect.
We'll be close.
I feel like Magician lied. The crowd of middle schoolers slowed in awe as they approached Madlock Mansion.
This is so cool.
Dope! It looks just like the mansion from the Axe Massacre Maximum Axe!
I don't know what that's a reference to. A scary movie with a mansion? Yeah, I don't know what
I'm
that's a
getting
reference to.
spooked already.
All right, class. Pair up with a buddy and make sure you stay with them at all times. You're responsible for making sure your buddy makes it out safely.
Hey! Wanna be buds?
Sure, just don't freak out on me like last year.
No promises.
Calem raised his hand.
I'm not feeling well, Mr. Teacher.
Yeah, right. I bet he's too scared.
My stomach hurts. Ow!
How bad is it, Calem? Do I need to send you back to school with someone?
I just need to sit down.
Oh, of course. You can sit out here with
Chattering students fell silent.
me. In fact, if anyone else wants to sit this out.
Ah, he didn't want to sit it out. On his teacher's side.
I suppose I'll be the one to sit with you. Let me just inform the other teachers.
I guess haunted houses aren't Calem's style. Man, I hope he's still gonna have fun out here.
Okay, this is my chance. I've got to stay close to Eden.
Cringing. Tabby walked up to Eden.
Hey, Eden, do you...
Hey, Eden.
Hey.
I want to talk.
Really? I mean, yeah, sure. More than happy to. Actually, listen. I've been meaning to say, I'm not that dumb kid I used to be. I mean it. I know you see me as this joker, but I'm like an onion. I have layers.
Oh, I fuck with it. I fuck with it. This is turning out to be my favorite visual novel. I fuck with it. Shrek reference. Oh my god. My goonies.
Sorry, what did you want to say to me?
Talk about the haunted house. Compliment the costume.
Cool fit.
Oh, I thought maybe you didn't like it since you said...
He shook his head.
I mean, never mind. Thanks. I'm so glad I managed to finish it in time. Plus, I'm already working on my next costume.
Okay, I think this is working, but I still need him to trust me more.
Anyway, was that all you wanted to say, or...?
Talk about the haunted house.
The mansion. Madlock Mansion.
Oh, it's super awesome, right? So lucky that we get to come here. Man, I love haunted houses.
Tabby took a deep breath, gathering up the courage to say what she needed.
Anyway, I'd like it if you could be my buddy in the mansion.
Eden did a clear double take.
Dabs, almost got me there. Did Calem put you up to this? Whew, that's a new one. Almost thought you were serious.
I am serious. Will you buddy up with me?
Me? Really? You and me? I mean, not complaining, just thought that wasn't how you rolled.
This haunted house isn't normal. That's why.
What do you mean? Isn't it like PG-13?
I don't like this one.
Wait, are you scared to go in, Tabs? Like, actually scared? I thought you were the queen of spooks.
I am. This one is different, okay? I just need you to go in with me.
I wouldn't judge you if you wanted to tell Teach you're not feeling up for it.
Is he actually worried about me?
Yes, because he's not a bad guy.
No way, right? It's gotta be a trick.
Calem is the bad guy. Little Aizen Jr. over there.
No, I do want to go in. I just thought, since you're an expert at spooky stuff, and everyone else is already paired up.
Does anyone else not have a buddy yet?
Oh, I get it. Testing the limits. I like it. Even the Queen of Spooks has some challenges left to face, huh? Well, I don't know what part is freaking you out, but I promise to keep you safe. If you need to tap out at any time, you let me know.
Huh. That felt oddly sincere.
Since I'm an expert and all.
Is he sneering at me? I take it back. He's still a jerk.
Come on, let's get in line.
Ahead of Tabby and Eden, the other students disappeared into the open door of Madlock Mansion, one pair at a time. The darkness inside seemed to swallow them whole. When it was their turn, Tabby instinctively closed her eyes as she passed through the blackout curtains in the doorway. Sorry, I just had to burp.
It's pretty dark in here, huh? Watch your step, Tabs.
Tabby snapped her eyes open, barely avoiding walking straight into a wall.
Of course it's dark. It's a haunted house.
Oh, good. It's great that you're not afraid of the dark. Would have been hard to shield you from that one, to be honest.
Tabby grimaced at her mistake. She could still feel the remnants of strength's influence fueling her aggression and bravado. That's all you, Tabby. I don't think that's strength.
Thanks for nothing, Strength.
Give me a heads up when there's something you can't handle, okay?
So we're gonna save, right? The reason why we're gonna save is because we're actually gonna end it here. Well, I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna stop it here. It's pretty cold. No, not. I mean, it is pretty cold, but that's just not. Intros and outros are so awkward. But yeah, I'm gonna end it here. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. And again, I'll put the image up of Matlock Manor once I go back through this footage.